The Miraculous medal story is based on the apparition of our Blessed Mother to a young novice named Catherine Labouré, that is her relic there. And this happened in 1830 in Paris, in a very famous street now, Rue des Bacs. The first apparition happened in July 18. You know, Catherine Labouré had a very strong devotion to her guardian angel. Because Catherine Labouré was no read, no write, she was given menial task. And one of her menial tasks was to sew the garments of the, to repair the habits of the nuns. Kahit yun, she cannot do very well. But the nuns were very, very impressed about her sewing. Kasi ang ganda-ganda. Hindi nila alam, it was her guardian angel that was sewing it. She was sleeping and her guardian angel was doing it. So she requested her guardian angel, I want to see the Blessed Mother. And one night, the guardian angel woke her up and told her, our Blessed Mother is waiting for you. Can you imagine that? Can you try that? Yvonne, please try that. And let's tell us what happens. And there is this one of the boys very devoted to the Blessed Mother showed me, Father, this is my alarm clock. Ganda! The alarm clock is a recording of the voice of the angel saying, wake up, our Blessed Mother is waiting for you. What a nice alarm clock, di ba? Imbis na yung ring na, bigla kang ganun na, hindi ko ma-record sa cellphone ko. Anyway, so she was wondering, how can I, the doors are locked, the things are dark. He said, the angel said, I'll take care of things. Everywhere they went, the lights went on, they were gasera pa sila, and all the heavy doors opened. And lo and behold, in the sacristy, there was a chair of the director, and she knelt there, and she heard the movement of clothes on the floor, and she saw the Blessed Mother. No? And the Blessed Mother told her in that first apparition, I have a big mission for you. After that, she went to her room. She went back to her room. Again, the same thing happens. Everything, lights on, doors open, then lights off, doors closed. Okay? And that was 11:30 when she started. And then she noticed that she was, with the ringing of the bells around in the town, it was 2 a.m. Ang tagal, from 11:30 to 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. in the morning. It was the next apparition in November 27, today, 1830, that the Blessed Mother showed her in a vision the first side of the Miraculous medal and told her, you must have a medal struck like this, with those signs, with those words, with those things like that. And that is what happened today. And what is amazing there is her hands are like this, and there are rays streaming. And the Blessed Mother explained to her that those rays are the graces which she is going to give. I quote, come and receive the graces which will be shed upon all, especially on those who ask for them. We've got to ask. Hindi tama yung, Lord, bahala ka na. Ganun ba yun? Every time I travel, I always like to bring pasalubong. And then when I ask them, what pasalubong do you like? Father, bahala ka na. Ay, siguradong walang pasalubong yun. Ako na nga yung gagastos, ako pa yung mag-iisip. Ako na nga So, Blessed Mother, those who ask for them. Those who ask for them. And then, she told her confessor, she told her confessor, I want this medal struck. Why? Well, because it will give a lot of graces. And the Blessed Mother told me to tell you that. And the priest told the bishop, and the bishop said, let us observe, baka sira ulo lang yan. And they observed her for 1 year. And the confessors, after 1 year, said, she's a perfectly normal woman. Normal. Normal means anything, like all of us, very ordinary. And so the bishop said, okay, let's have the medal struck. The first medals were 2,000 medals, and they were given everywhere. In 1 day, there was enormous miracles happening. So that this medal was called the Immaculate Conception Medal, became the Miraculous Medal because of the thousands of miracles that happened in a matter of 3 days. Mm-mm. It was 46 years later after the apparition that the Blessed Mother gave Bernadette the permission to tell her superior that it was from a vision from the Blessed Mother. Nobody in the convent knew. The Miraculous Medal was already very famous all over the world. Nobody knew who the nun was until the day she was about to die. She told the superior that she was the one, and that was the time also the confessor. That's why they call her the silent saint. Right. The Blessed Mother there in that apparition, so that was 27. On the 28th, she showed her another vision of the one at the back. And the one at the back shows how the Blessed Mother is and her son Jesus are so connected to each other talaga. Now the Blessed Mother says, have the medal struck in this vision, and those who wear it with confidence. Not those who wear it, those who wear it with confidence. And how many times she mentioned with confidence, they will receive great graces. It's not automatic. The only requirement is to wear it with confidence. What graces did the Blessed Mother promise upon the wearing of the Miraculous Medal? Spiritual graces. The best of all is they will be closer to God. They will be strengthened in their inner peace. They will better understand God's will. They will have spiritual guidance, and they will always feel the presence of the Blessed Mother. She also promised protection from evil, from spiritual and physical dangers, to be able to overcome temptation and negative influences, negative thinking, doubts. She also promised physical and emotional healing. This happened during the cholera, and can you imagine, in the city of Paris alone, 200,000 people died of cholera. That was when the Miraculous Medal was revealed. And there were many accounts of healing, as I said, serious illnesses, overcoming stress, sadness, anxiety, depression, because the wearing of the medal had a soothing effect. There is also conversion and renewal of faith. And there were at least 3 identified saints who were converted because of the Miraculous Medal. One of them was newly canonized, Bartolo Longo. We have a relic of him here. He was a Satanist. Not only a Satanist, he was a priest, a high priest of the Church of Satan. And somebody dared him, wear this Miraculous Medal, go into the church, and pray the Memorare. He said, sure. He did it, and when he came out, he was walking on his knees, a convert. Miraculous Medal and the Memorare. And then the Blessed Mother also promised assistance in difficult situations, having a sense of peace and resilience at the face of trials. Financial difficulty, she mentioned that. Health problems, personal challenges. So, the Miraculous Medal is an outward sign of faith and devotion. It is a visible expression of the person's faith and the person's belonging to not just the Blessed Mother, but to the community of the church. Are there rules in wearing the Miraculous Medal? When the Blessed Mother said, have the medal struck, those who wear it will receive graces, especially if they wear it around their necks. But that is not a strict rule. The whole idea is to have the Miraculous Medal in your person. Kasi ang dami nyo nang nilalagay sa liig nyo eh. No? To have it in your person. Pocket, bracelet, in your bag. A woman doesn't go out without a bag. No? It's yon. What is essential, again, is to have it in your person, to have it in your person with confidence of the Blessed Mother's trust in her intercession. It's not supposed to be superstitious, but it's supposed to be an act of faith. So, as I said, bracelets, keychain, in your bag, in your pocket. So that is a spiritual practice. And the most, excuse me, the most, a most pleasing prayer to the Blessed Mother is what was written around the Miraculous medal. And what is that? O Mary, conceived without sin, pray for us to have recourse to thee. So the spiritual practice is to say that short prayer while holding the miraculous medal for whatever grace you would like to receive. It's touching the medal during moments of difficulty. It's touching it. Touching it for specific intention. Mama Mary, for this or that need. I was in Rudibak 3 times. On the third time, I really wanted to know where was the chair the Blessed Mother sat. So I asked the nun there, I said, where did the Blessed Mother sit? Oh, she sat there. So that if you go there, this is the main altar, side altar here, and there's a chair there. So there was a cordon there. I removed the cordon and I imitated Catherine Labouré. I sat down. Can you imagine? Generally, apparitions, there's vision, vision, vision there, and then the vision, vision, vision gone. This time, from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock, her hands were on the knees of the Blessed Mother. She could touch her knees. She was flesh and blood there. So, I imitated her. I knelt down there and put my hands on the chair. And I was thinking they might ask me out, but because I was wearing the Roman collar, so, that's kind of a power in religious places. So I wasn't afraid, so I prayed there. And then when I thought na, baka lapitan na ako ng police, I stood up, and to my surprise, there was a long line behind me. So I told them, this is the chair of the Blessed Mother, and you might like to pray like Catherine Labouré. After me was a woman, a man, and then there was a woman with a child. So I looked around, there was no nun there. So I thought baka magkagulo, ganyan. I stayed at parang ako nang may-ari ng lugar na yon. I was watching them, keeping order there, and so on and so forth. So they did that. Kneel down there, like that. And then there was this woman with a child. And the woman is from Canada, and she told the child, so this is what you're going to do. Watch all of them. You come there when it's your turn. You come there, put your hands on the chair, and then you pray. Yes, Mama. But when the boy went, no, he did not do it. What the boy did was he sat on the chair. Nagkuya-kuy pa siya, gumaganon-ganon pa yung paa niya. And then he was just there silent, but he was moving his feet, and he was looking like that. Then what? And so the mother didn't want to make a scene, waited until the boy got down, and when the boy got down, when they were moving out, I heard them talking, why did you disobey me? You dishonored the Blessed Mother. Why did you sit there? I told you just to put your hand. And the boy said, but the beautiful lady told me to sit on her lap. She broke down and cried. I also cried. And I told the mother, tell the people what happened. She could not say it. She just said, our Blessed Mother is here. She's here. She is. And what a beautiful thing. That was when I went there, I had in my hand some miraculous medals. So she was there with those miraculous medals there for sale. No, I don't have them anymore. Tagal na, pero bigay ko na to so many people. But she is here. She is here. Let's have confidence. She had rings, and then not all the rings were emitting light, which represented grace. And Catherine Labouré asked, why were there no lights in some of the rings? And the Blessed Mother, di ba sabi niya, ask. They will receive if they ask. These are the graces people do not ask for. They do not ask for grace. They ask for what is the number of the lotto. They ask for, I don't have these wrinkles happening to me. They ask. That's why it's a good thing to ask, to ask and then to say, Blessed Mother, for the things, for one reason or another, I don't ask. Please give it. So we're here. You didn't come here by yourself. I mean, for yourself. You came here with many intentions. And you know, our mothers, you are mothers, we always want to grant our children's requests. But we've got to believe. We've got to have confidence in her. And yes, add to our many requests, Blessed Mother, that grace which I never asked, which you think I need. Which you think I need. That grace we never asked, which you think our family needs. Or this son of mine needs. Let's ask for that. Right? We will now give you miraculous medals. Who's in charge? And no, mamaya pa yan. And the one for the keychains, yun yun, okay? And we don't have enough. So will you please come by families to pick one? By families. What is special with these medals and the medals you will receive later on is that they were touched to the relics of the Blessed Mother. The relic here is her cord, her belt, piece of her belt. And the relic inside the church is a piece of her veil. How many of you are first time here in the Ephesus house? Ang dami rin ha. Okay. The St. John, this must be 4 hours. St. John, there was persecution in Jerusalem and Christians were being killed and put in prison. Of course, the most precious one is the Blessed Mother. And John brought her to Ephesus because Ephesus at that time was like New York. It was cosmopolitan. It was tolerant, no? And there was a big Jewish community there. Brought her to Ephesus for safe, and built this house. It's exactly like this. The measurement, everything is exactly like this. We wanted it. There is another Ephesus house somewhere. There's another Ephesus house in Celang, but it's just by name. But this, I'm not putting them down. It's just saying that we really took painstakingly, really copied. If you go to Ephesus, it's like that. The grills are like that. The doors are like that. The dimensions are like that, etc. And the room here is her room. All right? And this is where she died. This is where she died. Until now, they cannot find the cave where she was buried. This was where, it was in Ephesus that the Assumption happened. The church has not proclaimed Ephesus officially, but already 6 popes have been there, 4 of whom became saints. So that's tantamount to say it's credible. It's a credible place, right? And then there are centuries-old icons there. In Ephesus, there is not the icons because icon was made. If you enter there, you will see that there's Saint Luke. He was the first to paint an icon, and it happened in the Ephesus house. That's why so many things happened in the Ephesus house. For example, the infancy narratives, yung Christmas, Three Kings, Herod, things like that. How did the apostles get to know that? The Blessed Mother was, and only Saint Luke knows that. Only Saint Luke wrote about it because Saint Luke was very often in the Ephesus house interviewing the Blessed Mother. So he had all this infancy narrative of Jesus. And as I said, he was the first one to make an icon because he had the vision and he made the icon. That's why we put icons here, courtesy of Marites Pineda, Mita Rufino, Marites Lopez. They are centuries, very expensive, centuries-old icons. Now, the point with icons is, according to the Orthodox Church, whatever is depicted there becomes present. It's not just an image. It's not just a picture. It's not just, it is there, present there. That's why they approach the icons bowing 3 times, and you're supposed to kiss the icon, you're supposed to hold the icon. Because it's a living thing. Kaya, yan. They are hundreds of years old, these ones. And all the love, fervor that devotees have placed there is stored there. And when you touch it, all that comes to you also, while you also leave all your fervor and love. So that is one of the things you have to do. You come and touch the icons. Alright? So, ang dami yung gagawin dito. So, you're supposed to put your votive offerings. You're supposed to touch the icons. And after the Holy Mass, those who wish, there are incense here. And you please light your incense, symbol of your fervor, symbol of your prayer. You'll be very busy. Okay, but of course, the most important is the Holy Mass we are now having here, in which Jesus will be present. Now, where Jesus is, the Blessed Mother is also there. Visionaries always say that during every Mass, the Blessed Mother is present. And you know what? She is always kneeling on the left side. I believe she's also, of course, here.